So what's happening in the real estate market? Well, I'm getting a lot of people asking me that, like always, but I have to tell you, my answer lately has been, well, the market sucks if you're a seller, but it's amazing if you're a buyer. You know, there has been more opportunity recently being created because we are seeing more and more inventory piling up and stacking up. More people want to sell. There's less buyers in the market because everybody's now waiting for the market to see what's going to happen. Well, I have to tell you, I've been doing this for about 35 years, 25 years in Maui, and this is probably one of the best times I've ever seen to be a buyer. You know, people always want to try to figure out and time the market. Well, we know that that's impossible. But what I can tell you is that, you know, this is the peak and this is the valley, and we are right here. I have to say that we're seeing the market softening. The buyers are not stepping up yet, and the sellers are giving some amazing deals. So what I would encourage you to do is, if you've been thinking about buying real estate, pretty much most places in the country, now is an amazing time to step in. If you're thinking about buying in Maui, please give me a call because I'm seeing some amazing opportunities, and we're finding and seeing sellers that are coming off of their sale prices dramatically. So the other thing to keep in mind is we're not necessarily seeing the pricing showing the deals, but what we're doing is the sales are showing the deals. The prices are staying firm because we're in a market that's a little different than in 2009 and 8 when the market was in the tank. What we're seeing is that time, the real estate market was being driven by the foreclosures and the banks that were getting these assets in. That was the house when they would repossess it. And after 30 days, it became a non-performing asset, and the bank's mission was to just get rid of it and sell it. And so they kept lowering the prices to make that happen. Well, in today's world, we are not seeing this desperation because this is all homeowners that still own the property. They're still in a good financial position on the property, but they still want to sell it. But they're not cutting the prices like the banks were. The banks are not involved in this market, in the foreclosure space. So it's a little bit different. So I think that some people are waiting for that to happen, and I don't think it's going to. The market is starting to see some recoveries. Different markets, I'm talking to people, we're seeing more activity. And what happens is the market will take off, and then people will be saying, oh, I should have bought last month or 6 months ago. And I will tell you that the market is afraid right now. Buyers are afraid. The sellers are motivated, and that makes for an amazing opportunity to pick up some real estate at a value price. And the other thing that's great about this market is that now you've got choices. You know, when it was multiple offers on properties, you had to decide quickly, you had to make an offer, and you had to pay over asking. It's not the case anymore. And you only had one option. Now, I was just looking for some clients and I was looking for property. There were 17 properties available for them to pick from. That's crazy. We haven't seen that in many, many years. And if there's 17 ready, willing, and able sellers, and there's only one buyer, there's a seller in there that's going to be motivated to get their property sold. That's my job to help you tell you how to do that. We've got some negotiating strategies called Fall in Love with 3. I've done another video about that, but it really can shake out the most motivated sellers if you're all about getting a deal. Now, if you want the best house, the cool thing about that is with so many choices and so many options, we can go and look at multiple different properties and really pick the house that fits your needs ideally. So that all being said, give me a call. I'm Tom Tezak. I would love to be your resource and guide here on the island of Maui. If you want to buy real estate somewhere else, anywhere else in the country, in the world, you know, I have a network of over 2,000 agents that I work with. Actually, it's probably 5,000 agents that I can refer you to a professional agent that knows exactly what's happening in the market and can help you anywhere in the world. But if you're coming to Maui, I'm your guy. Give me a call.